Urgency is optional. Finding the strange, heavy peace that exists when the rush finally stops. The clock on the wall doesn't actually tick louder when you're in a hurry. It just feels like it's mocking you. We spend so much of our lives chasing a rhythm that isn't ours, sprinting toward deadlines, appointments, and milestones as if there's a trophy waiting at the end of a 60-second sprint. But then there are those rare, quiet pockets of time where the pressure just evaporates. You realize that while the world demands speed, urgency is often optional. Think about a Sunday morning when the sun hits the floorboards at just the right angle. There is nothing on the schedule. For a few hours, the concept of productive doesn't exist. You might sit with a cup of coffee that has gone cold because you got lost looking at a bird outside the window. In those moments, you aren't a professional, a student, or a provider. You're just a person breathing in a room. It's a strange, heavy kind of peace. We are taught from a young age that to be still is to be lazy. If you aren't moving forward, you're falling behind. This creates a constant, low-level hum of anxiety in the chest, a feeling that we should be doing something. We carry this urgency into our conversations, checking our phones while someone is talking, or thinking about our response before they've even finished their sentence. We treat human connection like a task to be checked off. But when you strip away the must-dos, what's left is the actual texture of living. It's the way the air feels right before it rains, or the specific messy sound of a crowded kitchen where 3 different conversations are happening at once. These experiences don't happen in a rush. You can't speedrun a memory. You can't fast forward through the feeling of missing someone or the slow realization that you're finally over a heartbreak. There is a specific kind of melancholy in realizing how much we miss when we're moving too fast. We walk past the same trees every day, but we only notice they've turned gold when the leaves are already hitting the pavement. We live in the next paycheck, the next weekend, the next holiday, and in doing so, the now becomes a ghost. It's interesting how our emotions change when the rush stops. Anger feels less sharp when you aren't hurried. Loneliness feels less like a vacuum and more like a space to fill. Even joy becomes deeper. There's a difference between a quick laugh at a meme and the deep, rib-aching laughter that comes from sitting around a table for 3 hours with old friends, where no one is looking at the time. In the end, life isn't a series of completed projects. It's a collection of those unhurried gaps. It's the drive home where you take the long route just to hear the end of a song. It's the 5 minutes you spend staring at the ceiling before getting out of bed. These moments don't produce anything. They don't build a career or fix a problem. They just exist. We live in a world that is loud and fast, screaming for our attention at every turn. But the most profound parts of being human, the love, the grief, the wonder, don't have an expiration date. They don't care about your calendar. They happen in the slow lanes, in the pauses, and in the quiet realization that the world will keep spinning even if you decide just for a moment to stop running. This is Yanji signing off.